standing in my regular posture. That's not too bad. Ear stacking over shoulder, shoulder stacking over hip, hip stacking over ankle, more or less, right? So you might want to take a snapshot of yourself or look in the mirror or just have somebody tell you, to what degree those things are stacking up for you. But if I refine it, bringing the big toes together as much as you can. I prefer to show this from the side because you'll be more able to see, but to show the big toes together, I faced you. And then heels apart. You want to have the sense of outer edges of the feet parallel. And right away, you can see a difference in my posture just by making that adjustment. I'm a little more grounded, but also a little more lifted. The low belly naturally began to lift up. But let's do more. So really pressing down into the big toe mounds, pressing the shins forward, but then pressing the thighs back, pressing the glutes forward, lengthening that tailbone down, and then reaching down through the fingers. And hug those outer hips in and spin the inner thighs back. Lifting up through the pelvic floor, the low belly, lifting and spreading the chest, relaxing the shoulder blades down the back, reaching through the pinky finger to help that action, and then recede the face. Lift up through the occipital ridge, lengthen the back of the neck, and reach up through the crown of the head. Lift up through the inner ankle, hug the outer ankle in, spin the inner thighs back. So first I layered on just the stacking, and now I'm fine-tuning even more. So developing more and more sensitivity as you go through the posture. And then you can keep revisiting. Press down through the big toe mound. Press the shins forward. Press the thighs back. Press the glutes forward. Lift through the low belly. Lengthen the tailbone down. Lift through the chest. Reach down through the pinky fingers. Recede the face. Spin the inner thighs back. And so on and so forth. You can keep moving through all of these cues over and over again. Lift up through the inner ankle, outer ankle in. And then you'll use these cues over and over again for all of your standing postures. And then once you're in your mountain pose and you've refined all the cues, hugging in, grounding down, lifting up, trying to relax the shoulders, recede the face, then you might work with the breath. So inhale, press the feet down, but if you have the feeling that you're lifting the breath up from the soles of the feet. So from the earth up through the soles of the feet, the legs, the hips, the belly, the chest, the head. And then exhale from the sky, down through the crown, down through the chest, the belly, the legs, and back down through the feet towards the earth. And work with that for a few breaths. Inhaling, lifting up from earth to sky. Exhaling, releasing down from sky to earth.
My name is Regina Trailweaver. I have been practicing social work and teaching yoga for over 30 years, and I offer teachings and techniques for the full yoga lifestyle, wholeness for the heart, health for the body, and freedom for the spirit.
And then just quickly to give you a sense of how you would take this into a standing posture. Take the feet apart, right foot out, left foot in, press that right glute forward, and press that left hip back, but you should also press or at least engage that left glute as you do that. And be in the outer edge and the heel of the back leg, be in the big toe mound of the front foot. And then lift up through the low belly, lengthen through the tailbone. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, pull this hip crease in and up, hug this outer hip in. I hope you're recognizing some of these cues. Stay in that back leg, lengthen the tailbone away from you, lift the chest away from the waist, and spin the rib cage up to the sky. And feel the length and the strength of those legs. Lift the low belly towards the ribs and do whatever you need for the neck, but keep the back of the neck long and lightly pull the face in. Inhale to come up and out. Exhale, other side. Press into the left big toe mound, right heel. And again, press the right thigh back, left glute forward. You should feel that right glute engage as well. Low belly lifting, tailbone long, reach out and over. Maintain all of those actions. So there's a lot of other things I could tell you for triangle, but I just wanted you to see. Press that shin forward. I forgot to say that on the first side. And there's a little press of the shin forward on the right leg as well, and press the thigh back. So all the mountain cues in place here. Long tailbone, lifted chest. It's sideways, so long tailbone that way, lifted chest that way, receding the face, reaching through the crown of the head. And of course it's a twist, so I would give the twist cues as well. Inhale to come up and out. And then let's move into Savasana. So I always like to use a bolster for Savasana. Sit on the edge of the bolster to get started and slide off it, move it away from me. And as I lie down, I'm already lengthening that tailbone, scooping the buttocks away from me. Reach the legs out at first, so get that length through the legs, reach through the heels, then release that. Now we let the inner thighs open, inner ankles open, feet just fluffing out. And then the legs are in a V shape, and the arms also in a V shape, but moving away from the head. And then spin those palms up to the sky and reach the fingers away from you. Pull those shoulder blades down the back. I lifted up my chest a little so the upper back could move away from me, but then move the neck away from the upper back. So lengthen through the neck, lift the occipital ridge away. And now gravity is just naturally pulling the shoulders towards the earth so that chest is spacious, even though you have also created space in the upper back. So now we have spaciousness in the upper back, shoulder blades moving down the spine and away from the spine, but the chest is still wide. Then this external rotation of the arms instead of that more neutral stance in mountain, because we're coming into mountain initially and then we're letting go. And then of course lastly, closing the eyes and just resting your mountain into the earth, allowing yourself to release, surrender, and let go. And here, instead of trying to lift the belly, just let your belly be soft. And sometimes it is nice to start Savasana with just that connection into the belly and to the chest. And then from there, reach the arms down and away and rest.
Join my Patreon channel for exclusive content that you won't find on my YouTube channel, also ad-free, including yoga flows, restorative yoga, meditations, energy regulation techniques, visualizations, and philosophy, psychology, and healthy lifestyle tips from the science of yoga.